welcome back to another mini flow. Today we're going to work on some strength and mobility for your low body. We're going to do it all grounded. So starting on the back today, reclining to rest your spine fully on the mat. Arms can rest by your sides, and we'll start in this bridge position. Heels in toward your hips, feet about hip width distance apart, and just taking a few hip bridges, squeezing the glutes, pressing down through the heels to lift up, and then slowly come back down. Rise up and lower, getting that activation through the glutes, through the hamstrings, pushing down through the feet, maybe a little hug in between your knees, and then lower. Good. From here, right leg extends to lift up. We're going to flex the right foot, just holding this nice long line. And arms can be down by your sides or out to a T, whatever feels comfortable here. So you take the right leg, keeping it long, and just cross over to the left. So I'm not picking up my hips on the right side and rolling. I'm staying heavy here and just taking that leg across until I feel a stretch along the outside. You might feel that behind your right leg here. And then back up through center as you breathe in. Exhaling, the leg drop out now to the right. Inhale, back up through center. Exhale to fall across the body, maybe finding a little more space than the first round. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale, open, same side. We'll do that one more time, back up to the middle. Carefully crossing the body, finding that natural stopping point. Inhale, back to center, and exhale to open it out. As you reset, come back to center here, and then start to point through your toes. Bend your knee as you hug your right heel down toward your glute, get a little squeeze, and then flex your foot at the bottom as you extend back out, keeping control of that movement. Toes point, bend and hug down, flex the foot, slowly lift. One more time here, so point, bend and hug, flex, and lift. Ending with a bend in that right knee, fingers can interlace around your shin as you send the left leg long. Just take a few breaths here to hug your right knee into your chest, roll your shoulders back and down, and start to relax into this stretch. A few breaths as you draw your right knee in a little tighter, find that sensation into your hamstring, your glutes, maybe in the outside of your hip here. And then right knee is going to hug across almost toward my left shoulder. So it's a small movement, finding that cross body, again, not rolling up to lift the hips or the shoulder, but just drawing the knee slightly across. And then coming back through center as that right knee hugs open. You can let the left hand release here, opening your knee toward your armpit or even further out to the side. A couple times here, coming back through center and hugging across. And then back to that opening, left side stays heavy. Slowly coming back across. And then one more time to open up. This time coming back to center, send your right leg long, both arms rest. We'll take that cross and open a couple times here with both legs extended. Sweeping across, see if there's a little more space than when we had that opposite foot grounded, the other knee kind of in the way. And then open up, coming back to center as you bend your right knee, draw your left knee in to meet it. Give yourself one big hug here, and then right foot plants, starting with that extension of the left leg. Flex here. A few breaths. And then starting to let that leg draw across the body. So left foot to the right side. So heavy through your shoulders, through the back of your hips. And then open it up to the left. Keeping that control, it's going to start as a small range of motion and it's going to grow over time. As we inhale back to center, exhale to cross the body. Inhale back to center. Exhale, slowly open. Breathe in, back to center. Exhale, our last time drawing across. Breathe into center, and then that last time exhaling to open up. Slowly bring it back up. As you do, point through your toes, and then bend the left knee as you hug your heel down toward your glute. Flex your foot at the bottom, kick up. Point, bend, flex, and straighten. Finding this slow pathway of control all the way back up. And then bend the left knee. Give it a hug into your chest as you extend your right leg long. Pausing here first to draw in. And just make sure you're not pulling yourself up to try to get to that knee. We're staying relaxed and heavy through the head, through the shoulders. Maybe even soften down through the toes. And then right knee hugs over across almost toward your right shoulder, just a little bit there. And then starting to open, you can release the right hand as your left knee hugs toward your left armpit. Inhale to center, exhale to find that gentle cross. Inhale back to center, exhale maybe a little further open. One more time back to center, a little bit across the body, to center and open. Coming back up to extend the left leg. Now with both legs extended, arms open, taking that same leg across and then open. Keeping shoulders, keeping hips heavy. Just a couple times here to see if we've made a little more space. And then slowly coming back to center, letting both knees hug in. And see if you can stay where the knees hug in, that strong hug without the hands, letting your hands go. So we're doing a little bit more work through the hips, through the legs here to squeeze it in. And then kick up into the air. Bend your knees, hug them into your chest. Get an extension to kick. One more big hug and kick. And then as you draw your knees into your chest, slowly rock forward, coming up to a seat with legs long in front of you. Now is where we're going to grab our blocks. So I recommend starting with your blocks on their shortest setting, right outside the legs. And your goal is to stay upright in a seat. If you have a wall handy and you want to start there, to make sure that you're not leaning back, you can wiggle right up against the wall, keeping that tall seat, and the blocks on either side of your lower legs. So we're upright here. Option to have your hands grounded or bring your hands together if you want to make sure you're not pushing into the floor. We'll start by flexing one foot, lift that leg up, see if you can take it over the block. Opposite side, lift and bring it over. That's a lot harder than it looks to get that lift and keeping your body centered in one place, not leaning, not cheating. So you can start with whatever object you want. Maybe it's something that's not quite as high. And as you start to work into this movement, maybe you can try to take those blocks up a little bit higher. Just see where that gets you. Slowly working into this movement as many times as you want. It's pretty quick to get fatigued there. And then bend your knees, bring your feet together, knees opening to Baddha Konasana or bat angle. We've already got the blocks handy, so you might as well use that extra support today. Sliding your blocks under your knees. Breathe in to sit up tall. And then exhale to hinge, pulling your chest forward. A few breaths melting here. Option hands on the feet, elbows on the legs, just to find that connection to your body, to let a little weight settle in. Relaxing your shoulders, your head and neck. So just drop into this shape. I'll take one more breath here. And then carefully roll your spine back up, release the legs. And that's your mini flow for the day. Let me know how it goes.